In a village, there lived a hardworking farmer who toiled in his fields from morning till evening. He guarded his crops diligently, but when harvest time came, the greedy village chief would forcibly take most of the produce, leaving only a small portion for the farmer and his wife. They barely managed to make ends meet. One day, while digging in the field, the farmer accidentally dug deeper than usual. Suddenly, he felt something hard beneath the ground. With great effort, he unearthed a chest. To his amazement, when he opened it, he found it filled with diamonds and jewels. His joy knew no bounds. He thought to himself, "The village chief must not find out about this treasure, or he will surely take it away." The farmer secretly brought the treasure home and asked his wife, "Where should we hide this wealth?" His wife replied, "We can bury it in the courtyard." The farmer did as she suggested. After a while, his wife said, "I'm going to fetch water." As soon as his wife left, the farmer began to worry. He thought to himself, "What if my wife tells other women about the treasure? The chief would find out for sure." With this thought, the farmer got up, retrieved the chest from the courtyard, and buried it in a secret place outside the house. When his wife returned, he said seriously, "Tomorrow, we will go to the forest to catch fish." His wife, surprised, asked, "Fish? From the forest? Have you lost your mind out of happiness?" The farmer smiled and said, "When you go to the forest tomorrow, you will see for yourself." The next day, the farmer left home before sunrise. He bought many fresh fish from the village fishermen and some bread from the baker. Then he headed towards the forest. At a certain spot, he spread the fish on the ground and hung the bread on the trees. After doing all this, he returned home while his wife was still sleeping. When the sun rose, the farmer took his wife to the forest. She was amazed to see fish on the ground and collected them all in her basket. Further along, she saw the bread hanging on the trees and exclaimed, "There are bread loaves hanging on the trees." The farmer said, "It rains bread here. Some of them get stuck in the trees." His wife was very surprised. The farmer and his wife's days improved. They ate better than before. Soon, the news spread everywhere that the farmer had found some treasure. The secret was no longer hidden, and everyone knew that he had buried the treasure in his courtyard. Naturally, this news couldn't be kept from the chief. He first summoned the farmer's wife and then the farmer himself. When the farmer went to the chief asked sternly, "Is it true that you found a chest full of diamonds and jewels?" The farmer, feigning surprise, replied, "That is absolutely false." The chief thundered, "Your wife has already told me everything." The farmer, with folded hands, said, "My wife has gone mad. She has been talking nonsense lately." When the farmer's wife heard that her husband had called her mad, she angrily said, "Sir, everything I told you is true. The chest is buried in our courtyard." The chief happily asked, "On which day did you find this chest of diamonds and jewels?" The farmer's wife replied, "It was the morning of the day after we went to the forest to catch fish." It's true. It was the day when it rained cooked bread from the sky. "This woman is indeed mad," the chief said. Smiling at his companion's point, one of the chief's servants whispered something into the chief's ear. The chief ordered his servants to go to the farmer's house and dig up the courtyard to find the treasure. The servants dug up the entire courtyard but found no treasure. They all left empty-handed. Thus, the clever farmer not only saved himself from the tyranny of the chief, but also preserved his treasure. And from that day on, the farmer and his wife lived happily ever after, enjoying their secret fortune.